If my girlfriend can impress a pro esports coach on her iRacing debut, then I'll buy her a brand new simulator. This is Suellio Almeida, a professional esports coach who in a previous video absolutely ripped apart my driving. And if he's anything less than impressed by B's performance in today's race, then there's no way I'm shelling out for a new simulator. And Suellio is the sponsor of today's video, but more on that later. Now, it's worth mentioning that B has been on a simulator a few times before, but always in a high downforce F1 car, so believe it or not, this little MX-5 is actually going to be quite the challenge for her. B's first lap, shall we say, were, well, rusty. In fairness to her, this was after a long day and she hadn't been in the sim in a long time. I was also really throwing her into the deep end because she had never driven with traffic before, so as soon as a car was on her left...
The car on your left.
Relax your hands, relax your hands.
Hold your line.
There's a car.
Clear on the left.
Remember, only think about every time you brake, you relax more your hands.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
good.
And you could definitely tell she was used to the power of an F1 car. Like now you're not full.
No, I was just, you know, taking the corner.
Okay.
Nice, flat out now. Don't be afraid. When you're like going straight, it's flat out. This car does not have a lot of power.
Just whack.
Nice braking.
Wait, patient. Straight. Oh, he just fell into the pit. Just barely.
What?
They don't give you a lot of margin. Wait, what? You survived?
That is skill, I'm telling you.
That does take some skill.
Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane.
You're going to be hearing that your car is toast over and over in your dreams tonight.
Oh, don't.
But what she did, put her head down, focus. Quite complicated techniques started to become natural.
And here you can accelerate a little bit more aggressively. Go. Yes.
Much better.
What just happened?
What was that noise? It sounded like a chicken.
But it became evident fairly quickly that Suellio and I have very different coaching styles. You can brake later here. I think you over-brake for this corner.
It's because I'm scared of
Yeah,
the...
for now it's fine. For now it's fine.
Yeah.
Just keep focusing on being comfortable. Be comfortable.
Suellio's a much more patient coach than I am.
Yeah, Cameron's like, do this.
It's like you got an angel and a devil on your shoulders. Which one do you listen to?
Definitely Suellio.
Yeah, it's probably better.
Never Cameron.
Let's do 2-3 more laps. Think about nothing. Just feel the car. Good stuff. Keep going. Think about nothing. It's like a meditation.
Suellio picked up really quickly that B had all the techniques. It was just difficult for her to put them all together at once.
Good stuff. One more lap like that.
Oh my god, look at that rookie. Could never be me. Some people. He needs to do Suellio's course.
Okay, let's go to the pits here now. So far, we have been feeling more or less the behavior of the car, and you have to relax your hands. So on that initial braking phase, we always have to be very careful. There's one place now that I want you to abuse a little bit more of the car. Mid-quarter. That is the place for you to try stuff. I want you to try turning a little bit more the steering and see if the car turns more or less. Now turn a little bit more the steering now here. You see how it goes all the way to the grass?
Yeah.
That means the car is too slow. You can actually carry a little bit more speed next time.
Okay.
So this is the testing phase to see how much speed is good enough. Like here, you see, turning more than necessary.
Again.
Exactly.
Okay, so that means I can go a bit faster in those corners.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm going into the grass again.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
bit faster again.
Exactly.
So I can probably just be faster everywhere.
A little. It's
Exactly.
everywhere, but it's a little bit everywhere. It's not a lot.
12 seconds later.
Oh yeah, no, I was going in way too fast.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm either going like way too slow or way too fast.
Yeah, that's natural.
I think what happened right now is that it didn't turn the steering. Like you were afraid of spinning.
Okay,
Don't be afraid.
call me out.
While B was getting to grips with driving on the limit, there was a whole other aspect as well, which we hadn't even covered, which is going to be a huge factor in the race. Chill on the racing line.
Oh yeah, that was probably not ideal. Sorry.
It's like, what in the hell is this person?
Well, it's your name, not mine.
And this was around the point where I started to see the magic of how Suellio coaches people.
Okay, so that is the famous understeer, right? Like your turning and the fronts just die and they are not capable of rotating the car that much.
Okay. Oh,
Jesus Christ. Focus. You know, you don't have to put pressure on. Just, you know.
you're the one that's putting pressure
There's no
on.
pressure. No pressure. I don't know what you're talking about.
Brake a little bit again. Yes, you see? You have time to do it. If
Yeah.
it's a little bit, you have time. There is room for some extra braking there. That extra
Okay.
braking will make the car turn a little bit more.
B was finally starting to get a feeling of being on the limit of the tires, and the lap time was certainly showing it.
Good job. Brake hard. Now turn. And then brake a tiny bit. Yes, tiny bit. That's perfect.
It's a big improvement. Down into below the 60s. You're in the 50s now.
Woo!
Sure, she's far from being the leader of this practice session, but she's picking up on these concepts much faster than most people do.
You see how the car is lazy when it starts sliding? It feels like it does not want to live anymore.
Yeah. It's like, this is the end
Exactly.
now.
It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. That is because you're turning the steering too much this time.
Okay.
So there is a sweet spot for turning the steering. If you turn too much, that happens. The understeer
God,
becomes worse.
So temperamental.
Exactly.
I know someone like that.
It's
Good stuff.
It's a good sector. In 4/10, almost 4/10 just in that sector.
I wanted to understand and feel familiarized with the understeer because I have an antidote for that. Good job.
Nice.
Accelerate. Let's go.
Give her the hustle.
Let's go. Keep going. Good job.
Now armed with the knowledge that this front tire sliding is normal, B started making big lap time gains.
It's all
Don't
good.
give up, don't give up.
Full power. Go. Accelerate. All the way. Nice. Tiny bit brakes here. Tiny bit.
a little bit much.
No, it was not much. It was actually kind of the
No?
opposite. So that's the thing. When you brake a little bit and turn a little bit, that combination makes the car spin. Try it here.
Yeah, it's almost like a sliding motion.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like
Oh,
here, for
yeah,
example,
yeah,
it
I
was
see.
here was a little bit too much brakes. So instead of sliding, it actually slowed down. So the brakes
Yeah.
has two functions. One is slowing down, but the second one is actually making the car turn more. So
Okay.
that is a little bit complicated. I don't want you to overthink about it. I just showed you that this is one of the tools we have for handling with the car.
Thanks to Suellio, B is improving fast, but none of that matters if she can't actually put it to the test in the race later in the video. So if you guys want to learn from Suellio yourself, use the code CameronDoss30 for 30% off on his course, The Motor Racing Checklist. I really cannot recommend it enough. There is honestly so much gold in here, from brake bias and tire surface temperature, and even stuff like the myth that gaining rotation on throttle is a good thing. I've paid thousands of dollars on real-life coaches that still get some of this stuff wrong. Or if you're not quite ready to pull the trigger, Suellio has tons of free information on his YouTube channel, and if I'm being totally honest, I think his channel is the hidden gem of the racing community.
So now forget everything and just drive. Drive normally. Just feel the car. Imagine this is a convertible and you're feeling the air in your face as you drive, listening to some music.
I'm driving down the beach.
Exactly.
Oh, I daydreamed for a second.
Because you're tired from the beach.
I don't want to throw lap times into the play here, but your best time is only 1/10 slower than a real human being.
A real human being. Wow.
Yeah,
Thanks for that, Cameron.
just gotta let it compound on itself.
Oh, God.
Hold it. Don't be afraid. When this happens, shake the wheel, like do something. You're still hesitating. Remember? When you hesitate, you become a passenger. Here, move the wheel around, like a lot. See what happens. Like throw to the left and to the right. More.
Like a
Like
lot.
all the way.
Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
Yeah,
scared.
play a little bit with that. Like, no, all the way to the left. All the way to the left.
My lefts and rights are very bad. You'll learn that about me soon.
All the way to the west.
Oh, God, that's even worse.
And here's a golden piece of advice every new driver should hear.
Like I said, the more you go off, the less you go off. You
In the long
you have to go off to know how to prevent it or how to behave in the grass and so on. Accelerate. All the way. Go, 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 go. Nice. That's purple.
Ooh, wow. You've just overtaken like 3 or 4 people in the lap time charts.
Woo.
You're getting used to everything, and I know there's like a lot of things, like if you touch the brakes, you turn more, and blah blah blah. If you carry too much speed under shear, blah blah. Those things are annoying to get used to. Like right now, you're thinking about so many things, you're overwhelmed. After some time, these things will become so natural, you're not gonna need to think about it. How are you feeling so far?
I think I just need to remember to, when I am coming out of a corner, I just need to go straight on the throttle.
Oh, because you're like taking a nap in between?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Sure, B is improving, but is she improving at a fast enough rate for Suellio to give her his seal of approval and ultimately get her first simulator? So, Suellio, what's the sit rep so far? That was a long,
What does that mean?
long side.
Wait, what was... Ooh. Question for you. For this corner that you just did. Did you notice it was understeering?
Like the fourth corner at some point. I don't know when specifically.
So you have to create this automatic reflex to always brake a tiny bit more when you realize it's not turning.
Okay, brake more.
Yeah, touch the brakes, it's gonna turn more.
Yeah.
It's gonna turn more. Touch the brakes, it's gonna turn more. Touch the brakes. Then it turns more, you see?
Yeah.
A few moments later.
Oh. That was so close.
Flat out. Go, 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 go. Nice. Remember to always get a good exit out of the corner. You see, no brakes here. The car suffered to turn, you see? If you had that, if you touched a little bit more the brakes mid-corner, it would have turned. Just go to the left here.
Okay.
Or right and stop.
Oh, is that the right?
So-
Just let me go here. Okay.
She wasn't joking. She really doesn't know her left and right.
Yeah, my bad.
It took her some time, but it surely went from her just being able to identify the problem to actually being able to solve it.
Oh, good. Nice. Nice save. Nice save.
Yeah, that was very...
Good job. Perfect. You did it.
With B making progress on the driving technique side of things, we decided to ever so slightly start to introduce racecraft.
Good job. Good job. Accelerate. 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 Go, 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 go. Don't let the guy pass.
Let them pass.
No,
Don't let
don't.
them.
Oh. Okay.
Turn. Accelerated.
I get so stressed
You
when
left-
someone's behind me. It's like mini golf.
What? You're gonna compare sim racing to mini golf, really?
If someone's watching
Come on.
me play mini golf, it's the pressure.
Okay. If it helps, just like pretend there's 100,000 people watching this, and then it'll be fine.
So annoying. Cameron's like the least sympathetic person ever.
Sometimes, yeah.
All the time. Don't even try me.
Curb.
Oh yeah, that was a little bit of the
See,
grass.
Cameron's just like, curb. Great, thank you.
Yeah, you know?
Wonderful.
Counter steer, turn. Yeah, that was okay.
Nice.
That was okay. Nice.
Good save.
Left side.
Guy to your left.
Keep
Guy
to
to your
the
left.
right.
Guy to your left.
Oh, I was just gonna keep going.
You
Keep to
can't.
the
If
right.
they're next to you.
I'm so sorry. Was that Colin?
That was Colin.
This is an exercise that I call inducing understeer on purpose.
So this really shows Suellio's years and years of coaching experience here, because rather than explaining understeer to B, he's going to have her experience it for herself through this exercise.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I see.
see?
Yeah.
Okay, now you.
So,
Hmm?
oh god, that cliff is scary.
And it's a funny thing about motorsports is that we don't have that many behaviors.
You got a slow car on
We
the
have
left.
understeer, we have oversteer.
Car stop
And
on
then
the
we're
left.
going to spend like a lifetime trying to be more and more precise with these two things. It's not that complicated, it's just more and more precise. That is the problem. You see how it wanted to turn a lot there? initially.
Yeah.
That's because you downshifted very early when you braked. And you see, when you
Okay.
downshift early, the engine screams, right? That sound is the sound of the car is gonna turn too much. Ooh, did you see the timing? As soon as you went to second, it killed you.
Yeah.
So every time you downshift, you have to be more gentle with the steering. That's what we call dancing with the
You
car.
got a slow car on the left. Go right. Go right.
That guy is not doing coaching with Suellio, you see?
That was you an
Slow
hour
car
ago.
ahead.
I know.
Car stopped
Me
ahead.
now.
I'll point it out. Turn 5.
Yay, Cameron's gonna talk more. Oh, see, this is what happens when you talk.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's the thing. That's why I identify some things, but I don't want to talk about them yet because we're focusing on the car
Yeah,
handling.
sorry.
Yeah,
That's my bad.
Cameron.
That's my bad.
Remember, she's getting in a lot of stuff that we already know. So
Yeah, this is like a coaching session for me on coaching, really. Is what this is.
exactly.
This is very, this kind of like it's like
Now
a...
you know how shit of a coach you are, Cameron.
Yeah.
I just want you to pay attention to one more thing. When you are on the limit, you can hear the tires.
Yeah, like screeching.
You see? Nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, you're not hearing anything now. So every time you hear nothing from the tires, it means you're too slow.
And before we knew it, it was time for B's first ever qualifying session, and let's just say the pressure was on. It's
Here
gonna
we
be
go.
qualifying now. Here we
Yep.
go. Just deep breaths.
Okay.
Take your time. Yeah,
I
not new thing.
don't want to try anything new.
No. All right, you ready? In iRacing qualifying sessions, you typically only have 2 laps to get your lap done, so this was going to be quite the challenge.
Green, green, green.
Relax your
Why
hands.
did you say that to me?
Break. Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. You still can go back. You
Reset.
can reset.
Why
It only
did he
counts when
shout
you
green at
start.
me?
It's
because
gonna
he was-
shout lots of stuff at you.
Okay, that really
You have
scared
to
me.
learn to ignore it.
Okay.
Ignore it or internalize it. Like pretend it's Suellio, you know? You ignore him half the time, so.
Thanks.
Green.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
B,
Oh,
have to
you
right
put that.
pressor.
Oh.
B, have
Is
to
that
right pressor.
Suellio?
That's Suellio. I was like, what? How did
You're
that?
messing with me.
Who said that? Was that you, Cameron?
12 seconds later.
Green flag, green flag.
Oh my god, every time he says that,
Break.
I am breaking.
Remember,
Keep
I think
going.
you're not relaxing your hands. You're getting nervous because of the message, and you're
Yeah.
stiffening your hands.
Yeah, I think so.
Go to first.
Okay.
No,
here
not
comes
now.
your first time
Yeah,
lap.
nice. That's okay.
Go. The lap's starting. You just lost a bunch of time. Okay, focus. Well, her first qualifying lap was anything but spicy, but at least the car was staying on track.
Good job. Relax your hands under braking here.
You can really tell B is pushing here. She's definitely getting a lot more aggressive on the downshifts, maybe too aggressive, and she's also being super reactive when it comes to the car's handling.
One more lap. Let's go.
One more lap.
Go. Downshift. That's the lap.
All right.
It's over.
How bad was it?
How nervous were you?
Silence.
Well, as it stands, you're P8.
Oh, honestly, I'll take it.
But had you done your best time from practice, you'd be P4.
Oh.
How fun is that? That sensation, that stress. That's fun. It's like it's a freaking video game, and now you're like super stressed, super nervous. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to see the face that she just pulled, but it's not one of agreement. It's definitely not one of agreement.
Yeah, I'll have to disagree with you there, Suellio.
But remember, this is your very first race, and it's already much better than a lot of people out there.
Yeah.
Oh, Suellio, a positive, thank you. Cameron's not very good at those.
Okay, so I might not have said it enough then, but B is actually doing a great job considering her experience level. But in terms of winning the simulator, none of that matters unless her performance in the race is good enough to grant Suellio seal of approval. See the lights? Full
No.
throttle, full throttle, full throttle.
I don't see
The gray lights. See the red?
Oh, yeah.
When they turn off, you go.
Okay.
Green
Green.
flag,
Okay,
green
go.
flag.
Nice. Go,
And we're off. You're already up 1 place. Just don't crash, because people will crash ahead.
Yeah, I'm really scared. Don't really know where to go.
Trust your instincts.
Yeah, try to be close to them. Be close to them. Go. Follow
Car
them.
stopped ahead. Go
Watch
right.
Nice. Good.
Nice,
Great job.
nice,
Great
nice.
job.
Oh, no,
Great
go
job.
away.
Go around.
Left side. Stay on the right.
Try to follow
Clear.
this guy.
Car on your left.
Careful.
Clear.
Cameron.
Sorry.
Good start. Good job. Now just do what you were doing before.
Slow car ahead. Car stopped on the right.
One more
Go left.
freebie. Keep going. Go.
Go,
Good job.
go.
Go
Go
left.
left.
Oh,
That
good
was
job.
good.
Good
That
job.
was
Good
right,
job.
but that was
Great.
good.
You're
Good
in
instincts.
perfect.
And by following her gut instinct there, she has now put herself into the podium position.
Just keep close to this purple guy.
She doesn't know at this point, but I also don't want to tell her and make her even more nervous. If she's consistent, she might have the pace to maintain this position, but the key word there is consistent. Keep pushing.
Go. Full power. Good job. Change nothing.
You're now
What you're
in
doing
third.
is working perfectly.
I'm ecstatic that she's in P3 and actually maintaining it, but she's got some fast traffic coming from behind.
Oh, good.
How
Keep going. Keep
rude.
going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Keep going. That's normal.
This is, I think, one of the biggest differences between an experienced and a novice driver. When an incident happens for an experienced driver, we're not dwelling on it, we're just straight on to the next thing.
Flat out. Go. Keep looking forward. Relax your hands under braking here, remember? Good job. Keep turning. Flat out. Go.
And here's a great example of Suellio's maturity as a coach. You'll see he just catches himself and actually decides not to give B feedback.
Now, nothing. Just keep.
He decides to pause for just a second and allows B to navigate this situation by herself.
Good job. Perfect. Good job. First gear here. A little bit of power to control the
Right
car.
side.
Good job.
Still there. Clear. Car right. Car on your left.
Brake a little bit
Still
earlier
there.
here.
Hold your line. Clear. Car on
Flat
your
out
left.
now, flat
Clear.
out.
No.
Oh, good.
She's still doing a really good job. Sure, she just lost 2 positions, but remember, anything can happen in racing.
Try to stick with them.
Careful with those quick
Little bit of
downshifts.
throttle.
Keep going. Straight. Right, turn right. Oh, careful. You're still P6. I try and be a bit more relaxed with your downshifts, just so that it's a little bit more stable.
Slow car ahead.
Straighten
Go
up,
right.
straighten up. Straight. Keep going, turn right.
Sorry.
You knocked your wheels
Keep
out of
going.
alignment.
Left.
Cameron, you're so annoying.
No.
No. Oh, not the
Keep going.
cliff.
No,
you have
there's
towing,
a
you have towing.
towing. There's
Oh.
it's fine. It's fine.
What's that?
No, but you see, it was a good start. You survived a lot. A lot of people killed themselves
Yes.
in the beginning.
Yes,
And
that
you
was
see,
a
just
very good
just
start.
by doing your thing, you gained like, I don't know, 6 positions or so.
You were P3 for several laps. After the car had been repaired, B did try to give it another stab, but to no avail.
No, no worry. Let's take a break here.
Okay.
It's
okay,
a
good.
lot. I understand how
It's too
tired
much.
you must be. All you need is some rest, and everything else would become easier.
2 weeks later.
So, Suellio, what is the final verdict? Is B deserving of her first ever simulator?
Fingers crossed.
So, yeah, she does. You know why? You know why? You
Why
have
is
to understand that most of us drivers spend so much time doing racing games and karting, and we get the time advantage. Bia was like so fresh in her technique, but at the same time, she quickly understood understeer and oversteer and how to induce it. And I think that moment when she noticed, oh, I can feel that the car is rotating too much. I can feel that I can save it. That's when I noticed that she would become a good driver.
I'll take it. Thank you.
That was well said, well said. Okay, B, well, a deal's a deal. Okay, so are you ready to see your first ever simulator?
Yes.
Okay, you ready? Open your eyes in 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, it's so much bigger than I thought.